believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Happy Winning Wednesday. So as you can see, my name's Alden. I guess I didn't do my full name, you guys, but my name is Otten-Sweeney, and I am here with National Sales Director, Dawn Otten-Sweeney.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all for joining us. If you are able, you can type in the comments. We have some chat cheerleaders that are going to they can answer any questions in the chat. If you aren't able to get in the chat, no problem at all. You can pop your consultant that invited you a message that you're on. That helps her know that you are watching and helps her know how to best follow up. But you guys, Dawn and I are so excited to share with you guys tonight. We are sharing some of our favorite Mary Kay products, but specifically what we're considering bougie buys that don't break the bank. So we're going to share with you products that Mary Kay has that are similar to products that maybe you see 7 million times a day on Instagram, Facebook, or targeted ads like that. So we're going to show you Mary Kay's version of those and share some of our favorite things about Mary Kay, since it is February, the month of love, and we're keeping with our theme of sharing the love. So we're going to go through amazing products. We hope you guys have fun. And as we go through things, make a list of all the things that you feel like you need in your beauty bag with your Mary Kay beauty consultant. So thank you again so much for being on here. And I'm gonna kick this off, you guys. So I am a top sales director with Mary Kay, and Dawn is a national sales director with Mary Kay. We have been around the products for a while. Dawn,
38, going on 39 years in May.
39 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, you guys, she's used Mary Kay for that long. I want to look like her when I grow up. I've always looked at women, what their skin looks like. And I've been surrounded with Mary Kay women my entire life. If my full name was on here, you would see that Dawn and I share a name. She is also my mom. But I have looked at the women in Mary Kay and how great their skin looks. And so we are going to be sharing some skin products with you guys, along with some, actually most of them are skin focused, because that's really something that we, care a lot about. And that's really what Mary Kay cares a ton about, is having really good skincare. And then of course the beauty products are great, but you can't have great beauty products without a good base of skincare. So I'm going to kick this off and share one of my favorite products, you guys, and something that I always want to share for everybody. Maybe this is your first time being introduced to Mary Kay or Mary Kay products. And if it is, we're excited to have you here. Or this might be a reintroduction, or you might be here learning about more and different products. I always want to share something that makes Mary Kay very unique product-wise, is that in the beauty industry, Mary Kay is actually a top 5 global beauty manufacturer. So Mary Kay makes all of our own products. Very, very rare in the cosmetic industry, but something that, you want to pay attention to, because if you're spending your dollars on something, you want to know that what you're paying for, you're getting the best, and it's not sold in a different package under a different brand name for a different price. And with Mary Kay, that will never happen. You can only get Mary Kay products from your independent beauty consultant, which is also another benefit, because you're helping support a woman and her family and her dreams, and the local U.S. economy as well. And also, Mary Kay follows the European Union standard of testing for ingredients and everything like that. Whereas the FDA doesn't care a lot. They have about 13 ingredients that they ban, and the European Union has about 1,300. So all of our Mary Kay products are EU certified, which is fabulous. And this product, you guys, this is part of our clinical solutions line. So with Mary Kay, we have a dermo-cosmetic line. So it's all medical grade, high potency for really great results. And I will tell you guys, I have a unhealthy addiction to this HA booster. I am going through it at a way more rapid pace than normal consultants or customers should or would. So I'll just admit it and tell you that I overuse this product, but it's absolutely amazing. And this is, if you've seen any products targeted to you guys, because maybe you guys don't get any targeted ads, but I get tons of them. And a lot of them talk about hyaluronic acid and ceramides. So that's a very, it's a great product, great ingredients. And hyaluronic acid, what it does is it helps attract moisture to you. And so our Mary Kay Clinical Solutions HA and Booster, what this does is it goes surface level deep, and it also helps boost your skin from the inside and hydrate from the inside. So when I say a booster, you can see I'm like dropping this down. What this does is you would use this after your cleanser, before any moisturizers or serums. And what this does, this helps hydrate your skin. So think of like firm and smooth, less wrinkles, hydration, but not greasy or heavy feeling. It's non-comedogenic. And this right here, you guys, is $38. And I will say comparisons for other medical grade boosters and targeted HA serums on the market, you're looking for, I would say, $75 to $250. So with Mary Kay, $38 for this. It's absolutely amazing. And normal people, which we realize I am not, normal people would use this for, it would last a couple, probably 2 or so months. You just use a few drops on your hand. I won't even tell you how fast I go through it. It's that good. And so another thing that I want to share with you guys after this Boujee product, and this is for any skin type too. I have naturally pretty oily skin, but oily skin still needs hydration. So this is going to be a non-comedogenic hydrator for all skin types. And, I'll tell you, I'm 32, so I definitely am using anti-aging products, but this is something that can hydrate, even in your 20s or 90s to 100 and all of the above. This is for everybody. But one thing that I want to share about why I love Mary Kay, and one thing that really made me excited about investing into building a Mary Kay business is that it builds residual income. I love that with Mary Kay, I can help customers feel better about themselves through this product, and they reorder the products. So with Mary Kay, we make a 50% profit on every single thing we sell, like they showed in that video, which also, you guys, if you're thinking about bougie buys that don't break the bank, that means we get a 50% discount on every single product that we order. So I love that I could, when I started at 19, I was in college, and I knew what time I invested around my full-time college schedule, I was going to get paid on it over and over and over again, because in Mary Kay, we have not 100%. We do have 100% satisfaction guarantee on all of our products, but we have an 80% brand loyalty. So we're the highest in the beauty and cosmetic industry for people that get Mary Kay products and come back and continue using it. So I love that when you invest time into something, you don't just get paid right then, you get paid over and over and over again. So you can build something that's going to sustain over, however long you want it to sustain. So Dawn, I'm going to pass this over to you for your first Boujee product.
Okay, I would love, because there may be some people that are my generation that have no idea what Boujee means. In connection with products or anything else. So share that with people, because that, in my day, we talked about Mary Kay being a prestige line. So we were the quality of the products that you went to the Macy's or upper end department store in your area, and they had the counters, the prestige line. So we had the quality of the prestige line, but we didn't have the price because we didn't pay for retail square footage. We didn't pay for all the levels of distribution that they do. And we make our products, which most of those companies do not. So Boujee, give them the definition in this day and age for that, because some people listening to this are like, what Boujee? And there's two ways to spell Boujee, Bougie and JEE. When my assistant was making a flyer a while ago, she's like, which Boujee do you want? I'm like, I had no idea there's two Bougees. It's slang anyway, so pick the one that meets our needs the best and describes us the best. But I mean, share with them, what's the definition of Boujee?
Bougie basically means luxury. Bougie is, nice, prestige. And we did learn that how we were spelling it, Bougie, was like knockoff. Like you try to and have expensive things, but you're just not quite there. And the way that we spelled it for this flyer, I think it's Boujee.
Uh-huh.
Boujee is it's luxury things. And so we wanted to show you guys how you could get, bougie or luxury products, ingredients without spending, a ton of money. Because oftentimes, there are some things like you get what you pay for, but with Mary Kay products, you can get great high quality luxury ingredients, safe ingredients, without having to spend, like Dawn shared, really high end, prestige line numbers because of how we're sold, made, and all of that. So that's what our Boujee is.
Right.
And we want to help you guys be bougie, the good bougie with the best products.
Right. Well, and we used to talk about this more, and I think it's a great conversation to bring back because with cosmetics, once you get to bougie slash prestige lines, you and in real ones, like not culturally popular pop lines, but real good lines of skincare and color, we're not talking about finite materials. It's not gold or platinum that's in it. It's something you make in a lab, right? And so you're not paying when Alden said that one product, ours is 35 and on the market it could be $100, $200. You're paying for where they advertise. You're paying the supermodel $10 million. You're paying for the retail square footage. You're paying for the brick and mortar. You're paying for the levels of distribution. You're paying the stockholders that publicly hold that company. So that's something in this economy, I think people want and need to spend their dollars sometimes differently. And these are the economies in my almost 40 years in Mary Kay that it's easy to sell Mary Kay because people want to save money. When eggs are, fill in the blank, milk, fill in the blank. People are like, okay, if I could save $100 on my eye cream, I'll do it and have a personal consultant. So I'm going to share last week on our Winning Wednesday, our nourishing oil just got repackaged. And so it was pretty before, but now it's more of the like Med Spa classic Mary Kay, matches the Clinical Solutions line a lot, the packaging. And so I talked about all the multi-uses for this. I mean, it's a beautiful product and it comes out in a glass dropper. It's in glass. This you can use on your hair, you can use on your skin, you can use on your lips, I use it on Alden's baby Steele, 19 months old. He gets out of the shower and I'm putting this all over him. I feel totally confident with the safety of this. You can leave it by your bedside. This is a great gift to give someone. This retails at the oil is $50. But what I was talking about, one of the ways I love to use it is in our targeted action toning lotion. And this is a body lotion. You use it all over your skin, all over, except for your face. So the products that are for your face, your facial skin needs different treatment than your body skin. But this lotion, it's not tacky. It doesn't have a scent. My husband, seriously, like if something happens to me in Alden, he's going to have to find a consultant that he can get this half off on because him and my son use this stuff like crazy. And I love just putting a couple drops of the nourishing oil in my hand because it really gives it that luxe feel. But this oil, I have oily skin also, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like anything heavy. I feel like I'm closed in. And so this isn't, it's super light. It just absorbs in. It's not greasy at all. And the targeted action body lotion, $36, anti-aging body lotion. So when people are talking about using a body lotion that helps to make your skin look less dimply or look more contoured and more supple, this is the type of product they're using. It has our time-wise anti-aging patented formula in it. So I love that. That would be a great treat to self, especially in this weather. And if you're living in the frigid north, but even in the summertime, absolutely perfect. Alden was talking about residual income, which is fantastic. And I want to share about something I love is that since I bought my starter kit, so in Mary Kay, you get a consultant number for $35 and you can add on a $90 pro kit, which is the combination of those two things is what I started with back in the day. And that allowed me to get my products at half off and to start this whole journey. But I've loved, since I bought that starter kit, I lost the ability to say, I cannot afford something. So I went to college, got a 4-year degree, had a job, but in any job, they only pay you so much money. And so when the refrigerator dies or the water heater dies, both just happened last month, or your husband gets in a car accident and decide to take the insurance off of it. And so the whole thing you're paying for, stuff like that happens in life. I love that you can sell more products immediately and make 50%. You can, from the day you start, you can get a consultant number right now and you can start making money. So when I loved it when I wanted to do special birthday parties for my kids. Okay, like you need extra money. So I need to sell this many repair sets, put the products on this many bases for this birthday party. And then the things got bigger. It turned into family trips. And then it turned into retiring my husband when he was 32. Then it turned into college. When you had two kids in college at the same time, I don't know, like I was fixing to get around to that savings account, but it never happened. And so all of a sudden, both kids are in college, but I could increase my income enough to pay cash for both of them to go to college at the same time because of my Mary Kay business. So if you're finding that you're saying, I can't afford that, I'm drowning in credit card debt, I have this dream, but I don't have money to finance it. My kids have dreams, I don't have money to finance it. Maybe that's why you're listening to this, because that consultant number and then the Mary Kay team that teaches you how to do this, mentors and coaches you, it could be the vehicle for you to never have to say, and Mary Kay, it's something that I've taught and will continue to teach. People quote it. Once you have a Mary Kay consultant number, you can no longer say you can't afford something. And I like that, because if you like being in control of things, that works out pretty well. I don't like someone else being in control of my finances, either my husband's boss or my own. So I love that you can change your finances quickly if you decide to be coachable and you're willing. So Alden, what's your next favorite product you want to share? Boujee product, of course.
Boujee product. So I did want to share you guys how Dawn showed the oil and the lotion. I did happen to see recently a tip about when you get out of the shower to use oil first and then put a lotion on over it so it locks it in. And I've been doing that instead of just mixing it together. I've done the 2 separate layers and it has helped tremendously. I have there's a special long name for it. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I get little red bumps all over my arms, especially in wintertime. I live in Detroit. It's -5 degrees outside. But almost just from 2 times doing the oil first and then that Target Action Toning Lotion that has some citric acid in it to help skin cell turnover. It's like I'm cured and I didn't have to spend all the money that I've wasted on specially medicated products for this long name of something that I don't even know how to pronounce. So
thanks for sharing the tip with me, because you just forgot to tell me about that tip, since I have those same bumps on my arm. Thank you.
it's only been a few days. I haven't been gatekeeping for too long.
All right, I can't wait to hear what else you're going to be sharing.
So those products are great to use together. But something else that I wanted to share with you guys are our Mary Kay brushes are absolutely phenomenal. And if you are familiar with any other brushes on the market, you know that even just for one brush, you might be spending 50 to, some brushes are thousands for single brushes. But you might be spending, a lot of money per brush with Mary Kay. And this was designed with our makeup artist. So it's it's very professional looking brush set case. And it comes with 5 brushes in it. So it has an all over powder brush, an angled cheek brush, and then 3 eyeshadow brushes, a smudger brush, all over an angled brush. And this set is $56, which is very, very reasonable. And these are all synthetic hair brushes. So you can use them with creams and powders and liquids, and they'll work great with all of them. And then you can a la carte our brushes as well. So if you want to add on maybe some foundation brushes or our eyebrow brushes or blending brushes, we have all of those as well. And they range from, you guys, $12 to $16. Come on, you can barely get Starbucks for that right now. So, and they last a really long time if you play nice with them and clean them, and you don't lose them. That's one thing too. So this is great, and you can get the brush collection to start, and then you can add on the a la carte brushes as well, and they really do last a very, very long time. And I wash my brushes with the same cleanser that I wash my face with. I use our Mary Kay cleanser to wash them. Or another tip these are just flowing out of me tonight, you guys. Another tip is we have a bar of soap that has our Time-Wise 3-in-1. So it's anti-aging. It's great to use in the shower. If anybody wants to like anti-age their whole body, you can use the bar for that, but also you can clean your brushes with that bar of soap as well. And that will last, I don't know, you guys, that bar, seriously, it might outlive some people. It lasts so long. So that's a great product as well. So the brush collection is definitely something, and this makes a really nice gift for people too. That's, if you have somebody you want to spend a nice gift on, $56 is, it seems way more expensive than that. So a really nice gift for people.
I think those are great as we're heading into bridal season. Brides using those for bridesmaids, for gifts. And if people are getting married, you could even, as a consultant, offer, skincare and color consultations. But grad gifts, great too. Just something different, give versus the more, traditional things.
Yeah. Yep. That's a great idea for bridal boxes and stuff. And if anybody is like crafty and has like one of those Cricut machines, you can put, people's names and different, stickers and stuff on here too. So it can be customized for them as well. So those are our Boujee brushes. And Dawn kind of touched on this. So she was paying for my college education, and I was going to business school, and I decided that's when I wanted to start my Mary Kay business, because I knew that I could earn the use of a free car in Mary Kay. And I knew that nobody else was going to offer a 19-year-old who had 1 year of college experience and, not a whole bunch of life experience, the ability to have the use of a free company car plus 87% of the insurance and tax and tabs paid for, while working on my own schedule 10 to 15 hours a week. And that's something that is still the same today in Mary Kay. And we still have the amazing cars, which Dawn had said that her husband, my dad, had gotten in a car accident and changed the insurance. So that was a little snafu of the past week in our family. But we have had the blessing of I've had a Mary Kay car since I've been 19 years old. So I haven't had a car insurance payment. That saved my family tremendous amounts of money. And it started off at 10 to 15 hours of work a week. And that's something that I have loved throughout the seasons in my 12-year career with Mary Kay, when I was single, going to college, and then engaged, and then married. And my husband had the opportunity to play professional hockey, which sounds wonderful. And it was a dream come true for him. And I'm so thankful for my Mary Kay business, because I was able to say, when we got married, take whatever contract you can get and don't worry about the money at all. I can cover our regular life. I can cover all of this. Like, go follow your dreams. And that was something that my Mary Kay business could afford at that time. And then now I'm still married to my husband, and we have, like my mom said, a 19-month-old. I can't wait until we're done with counting these months. It seems like high level math to me. 1.5-year-old son. And it's been so great to see that I can choose when I work my Mary Kay business, and it can ebb and flow in different seasons on, the calendar, different seasons in life. And I have full control over that, because like Dawn said, she likes control. And I think most women like having the control of things. And I love that I can do little pockets of time around my schedule, having to schedule, my family time, or even my son's childcare and different things. I was able to make very different choices than most of my friends and family because of my Mary Kay business. And that's something that I really want other women to have those choices and opportunities for. What's up, Dawn?
Well, probably we should clear this up, because it was not the Mary Kay car he crashed, although he has done that before. And so your husband is on the insurance. And so I love when it's a Mary Kay car because you get your rental car, you pay your deductible, and that's it. Like everything is taken care of for you. Whereas when it's your own, then it takes a little bit more of your time. But me having no car payment for 37 of my almost 39 years is what allowed me to put my kids in Christian education when we decided that that's the route that we wanted to go when they were young. And, paid for college, and allowed my son to go on to music school afterwards when, that was necessary to pursue his dreams and goals. And so, think about it, as a guest or a consultant, what could you do if you didn't have a car payment and insurance payment? And in Mary Kay, as a sales director, some work part-time and have other full-time jobs. There's directors on here right now that have full-time jobs and they're Mary Kay sales directors and have free cars. So, that is a gigantic boost in a budget because a car is a devaluing asset. You're renting a vehicle on a lease. You have no value. You get nothing for that. On the other side, it's like renting an apartment versus investing into the equity of a home. And so some people may start Mary Kay for that reason. And if you don't want their silver, black, pink, for the iconic pink Cadillacs, you can take cash at each of those levels. I never have because I love going to a dealership every 24 months, signing on the dotted line, and having Mary Kay take care of all the inconveniences that can happen with cars. It just takes that stress out of your life. So another fave. And I love that our products are, men have this, skin just like women do. So the products I'm sharing with you, these are a huge fan favorite with the men in our family. Hydrogel eye patches. And they come in this lovely little tube. And then you get your little spatula. And they're like,
we would call it a jar.
A jar. Okay.
Not a tube.
Oh, you're right. It's not a tube. I'm like, it's round and tubular.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a jar.
It's a jar. Okay.
Jar.
Okay. So in this one, look, it's looking so lovely.
Gosh.
So I am giving you hope. Like this is Boujee that has all the details and stuff. This is what I've done my whole career. I love these. I pulled out the jar and ripped half of it off. But I will tell you, it is soft and it's like a gelatinous flavor kind of flavor.
No. Oh no. All right.
You guys know, I was scared to start this business because I was shy. And then once I realized is that people don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be real. I love this product. I have a dry patch right there. But if I was going to put it on, I'd put it on my eye under here, both of them. And it reduces puffiness and darkness. And it feels wonderful. And you can put it in the refrigerator. And if you have a customer that wants to know more of the technical details other than that, you know what? One of the nice things is your consultant can send you samples. You can buy stuff. And if you don't like it, 100% money back guarantee. Always no questions asked or replacement product. And Mary Kay gives the product back to your consultant for free. It doesn't cost her anything. Or if you're in person, sit down with her and have the luxury of having your consultant walk you through all the skincare and the products that are best for you. But these products you get in this jar of 40. It's $40. You get 30. All right. I'm going to put a disclaimer here. 11 days I've been in the hospital in rehab with my dad, like emergency, literally 12 hours a day. So my brain isn't snapping exactly in the product arena, but you know what? I believe that you're going to get enough that you're going to be willing to try it. I will tell you these patches, I was at a spa having a massage. I think we're on a family vacation. Maybe it was
Yes, we were
Denver.
in Denver.
And and we went to it was like a Four
Seasons.
Seasons or some bougie hotel. And they said, oh, we have these great eye patches. And I'm always for something that'll depuff my eyes, because that is probably the thing that, as I'm aging, is the most irritating. And I said, okay, I'll try it. $45 for the patch that it wasn't ripped when she put it on, but looked much like and felt much like ours, for $45 for one patch. And I will tell you, it didn't do anything that ours doesn't do. So, I mean, ours is $1.33 retail per patch. And if you're a consultant getting that at half off, cut it in half. I have, like, my husband has guys over watching football games or sports games. I'll pull these out and just lay them on all the guys' eyes. They love them. They're buying them. They're reordering them. They're, sharing them with their wives. So these are great gifts for people, and definitely a gift for yourself. But that's huge value. $45 retail for one, or $1.33. They are lovely. And Alden was talking about, she started her business part-time. I honestly, when I was exposed to Mary Kay, 39 years ago in May, I was approached in a mall by a consultant in Cleveland, Ohio. I lived there because that's where my job took me, that I was recruited for out of business school at the University of Michigan. So I'm living in Cleveland, working 80 hours a week in the mid-'80s, and thinking, this isn't exactly what I thought being a working woman was going to look like. Like, I thought I was going to be in this great suit and look great and have fun and be successful. And I was being worked like a dog, very little appreciation. And now looking back, I just saw one of the major cosmetic retailers laying 7,000 people off around the world from their company. And every time those things happen, I go, that could have been me. I could have invested this 40 years and missed out a lot on raising my kids, and not had the flexibility that Mary Kay's given me to prioritize with God, family, and career, and been let go right now because of what's going on in the global economy. And so she asked me to be a face model. I said, sure, sounded fun. Cosmo and Vogue hadn't called me lately. So I'm like, that. Always looked at those in the magazines back in the day, and tried the product, fell in love with the skincare. She came over to my apartment. Me and my roommate tried it. Both were invited to a Mary Kay event. So I got to see at an event what you're hearing right now. Just different women, different personalities, sharing what they loved about the product, what they loved about the business. And what I was fascinated with is that Debbie Moore, who was the top person in that room, she was a sales director at that time, and then went on to be $1 million sales director and a national and inner circle national. So one of the top nationals in all of the world of Mary Kay. But I said to her, I go, I like what I see. I loved seeing women cheer each other on, because I did not see that in the jobs I was in. But I loved that she was willing to teach me how to do it. When I said, if I do this, like, I'm not looking for a side hustle. I do have credit card debt that needs to be paid off, but I need a whole new hustle, because I can see where this one's going. It's not going where I want to go. Like, I want to get off this train, but I have credit card debt and I have financial needs, and I'm getting married, and my husband's choice of a job as a federal agent is going to put us, we don't know where. So I know I needed to be geographically mobile in the United States. And we were going to need income. And so I said to her, I go, if I do this, I want your job. And she said, and I was scared to death, because I knew my family and friends wouldn't be supportive. I was shy, didn't know anyone, had just moved there, was working 80 hours a week, was moving, getting married, all the things. And she said, I'll teach you. And honestly, that relationship has continued. We're still in contact. They're still family friends. She's been a mentor to me, not only in business, but in life and marriage, finances, a blessing. Like, I thought I was risking $100 getting a starter kit. I was missing out on one of the most important relationships in my life as I've grown up as a female. And so I love that you can start this. I did 5 parties in 1 week. around my job and figured out how much I was making per hour there versus my other job. And I went in and put my 2-week notice in. So from the first 2 weeks of my business, I've paid bills with my Mary Kay business. And I love that you can do that. And the good news is 38 years later, your opportunity is greater to move faster than the pioneers in Mary Kay ever did because of technology like this, because we are one of the top 5 global beauty brands in the world, #1 selling in skincare and color in the world in a gigantic industry. And, a debt-free company, alcohol, cosmetics, and tobacco thrive during downturns. So I know we're in the healthiest of those. But I love that you could come in tonight and you could be in qualification to be a sales director March 1st. And you could, in a month, be a sales director, gaining income, not just from the sale of the product, but also teaching other women how to build Mary Kay businesses. And the great thing is, we're teaching you how to teach other women how to build Mary Kay businesses. The mentoring system comes directly from the people who have already built the business before you. It's not based on theory, and you can't buy your way into this business. You can't educate your way into this business. It's all a merit system, which I love. It's fair, it's just, it's a merit system. And so I love, you could start right now, and we need leaders at the top because as a national, we can retire at 65 years old and be paid 60% of our income for the next 15 years of our life, totally company sponsored. And I will get a free Escalade to leave with and 3 more all expense paid trips for me and my husband. The Nationals trip. This year we go to Alaska, and they've rented a Silver Seas cruise ship. If you want to treat yourself to something visual, look up the Silver Seas cruise line. We have the whole ship all to ourselves to go on an Alaskan cruise for a week, all expenses paid, plus 2 days in Vancouver. So you can go straight to the top fast in Mary Kay because we have so many nationals retiring. For every national who retires, we need 20 new leaders to replace her. So if you're a leader, like your heart's beating a little hard right now listening to this, seriously, get a consultant number and let's get going. Because Mary Kay is paying more than ever for people to step into leadership and giving you some pretty spectacular opportunities. An opportunity in October to go to a training where Ryan Rogers will be at Mary Kay headquarters. Something that's super special we used to do back in the day that hasn't been done since the pandemic. Plus they're paying for your hotel and giving you a $500 bonus to pay for your airfare. That's how serious Mary Kay is about, if you are a leader, we have the place for you to be because we have women that need to be impacted by your leadership. So I love that if you want to jump in like I did, or if you want to do it part-time and start off like Alden did, and you could do it part-time your whole life and you could change your mind. You could go full-time for some and then step back to part-time. You don't have any quotas. You have no territories. So you get to make the decisions of what's best for you. So what's your next product, Alden? I just have one more left. So I think I was supposed to do 4, but I combined them. So I messed up your math.
You combined them, you started ripping products, calling things tubes, you did all the things. But you guys, I love that because I often hear people say, oh my gosh, Alden, I could never be successful in Mary Kay like you because you're just perfect. I'm like, thank you, but I am so not. We are not perfect. We're just real humans sharing products that we love that have worked for us. And yeah, that's a good reminder. You could frame half of your eye patch. And you guys, those hydrogel eye patches are absolutely phenomenal. Like Dawn said, they depuff, they brighten under your eyes, and they have our hydrogel ingredient and the product on each of them. So they like force feed that to your under eye area. So it's not like they're not just like a physical thing that you use over products. The product is within them. So it's the combination of the hydrogel, the placement of them, how they're shaped, and the ingredients and brighteners in them as well. So that makes them unique too. So those are the hydrogel eye patches. And then the product that I'm going to share with you guys is a product that I use and love, and something that you guys, I learned more about today when I was prepping for this. So for consultants, you probably knew this. I didn't know this. On Mary Kay in Touch, when you go to place orders, you can click on the product, or you can even search them in the top under ordering, and you can click on it and it will tell you how to use it, the ingredients, the key ingredients, what they're good for. So I learned, so this is our Mary Kay Time Wise. This is the matte wear foundation, but we have it in luminous. So it just depends on the preference of if you like a more matte powder-like finish, or if you want kind of a dewy glow, that's how you would choose those. But there are tons of shades. It's actually a Mary Kay patented IntelliShade technology. So I could probably go a few shades up or a few shades lighter than my perfect shade and still look okay and not be like walking around like a pumpkin head or a ghost face, because we don't want you to be doing that. But this also has our anti-aging, our Time-Wise anti-aging in it, and it has resveratrol in it, which is what I learned today, and niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, which helps even your skin tone and brighten it. And resveratrol is huge in anti-aging. It helps the elasticity of your skin. It helps protect your skin from all the free radicals that throughout the day break down your skin and cause premature aging. So this is our liquid foundation. You can apply it with your choice of our different foundation brushes. Our liquid foundation brush or our Mary Kay blending brush is great for foundation as well. So you can pair it with that, with one of these brushes. But our foundation, this tube's $25, you guys.
Wow.
So inexpensive compared to others on the market. And this is basically like cosmetics and skincare had a baby, and it turned into a Time-Wise matte wear or luminous wear foundation, and your consultant can help match you with the perfect shade. You can actually, on a Mary Kay website, you can click tips and trends on the left-hand side and take a foundation matching quiz. And I will say, you guys, it's usually spot on, or you can get with your consultant and do a flawless face workshop, which is what I recommend. And if that's something that's interesting to you, you can text your consultant and say flawless face. You can type in the comments, whether you're watching live or on replay, let your consultant know, and she can get together with you either in person or virtually and go through skincare and match you with the perfect foundation shade. Because I'm pretty sure the stat is like 86% of women in the US are wearing the wrong shade of foundation. And we don't want that to be you. We want to make sure that we help you and make it easy, and that it's meant for your skin type as well. So $25 on the market, you guys. I don't even know. I haven't done full price comparisons, but I would say probably $75 to $150 for skincare and cosmetics met together. And this tube lasts a really long time. I live in Michigan. I usually have 2 different shades that I go between. Winter now, like basically translucent, to, tanner in the summertime. And I probably do 1 tube each season. And then I blend in the middle. So 2 tubes a year. If you use more, maybe 4 tubes a year, once a quarter. That is very inexpensive for something that's good for your skin too. So I'm going to share how Dawn was talking about, how she's gotten into Mary Kay, and, saying to one of the top people in Mary Kay, like, I want your job. And that's something that I love with Mary Kay, and I think is very unique, is the culture of women cheering each other on and wanting everybody to win at whatever that level is for you, versus people trying to protect their territories or protect their jobs. And you guys, when Dawn was sharing this, like, I bet there's not many other things that you've listened to where women have shared how excited and how much they love their jobs and their careers, and that the opportunity is even better for you. Because it'd be rude for Dawn and I to be like, oh, these are the cars we've earned, these are the trips we've earned, the cash, like all the benefits, and like, sucks to suck, have some good products, but you can't do this. That would not be very nice of us. But what we're saying is that, you can have an even better opportunity than us. And that's something so fun and I think refreshing, because there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, and being able to say, like, I can help women feel better about themselves through the products. And even if I rip a hydrogel eye patch half off, nobody cares. We're not doing anything, that's dangerous. I literally just said the other day at one of my first appointments, I had somebody putting our satin lip scrub all around their eyes as what I thought was eye cream. And they were like, it doesn't feel that great. I'm like, of course it does. It feels wonderful. And they were like, it's pretty gritty. And I'm like, we're going going to take that off right now. And then we're going to put on some eye cream and we just exfoliated. Yay. My first appointments, you guys, I had no idea what I was doing because like Dawn said, everybody starts the same and you learn in the process of it, which is fun. And this culture really is attractive to women that like growing, that want something more. And Mary Kay Ash, when she started it, said that she believed that every single woman had a seed of greatness inside of them, that it was our job to encourage it out. So that might be you. You might be like, I was just looking for some bougie buys, but I want to be in a winning culture, in a winning community, be on a winning team. If you didn't play sports or you weren't on a winning team, like you may not know what that feels like, but I can tell you it feels good. And with Mary Kay, we're looking for people that want to be winners and, encouraging that. And it's fun. I mean, we're having fun. We hope you guys are having fun. We're entertaining ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, it is. And it's also too, as women, as I was sharing, this last couple weeks have been very challenging, taking care of aging parents. And, as women, you go through lots of different seasons. And I thought, having two babies 24 months apart with C-sections and an open heart surgery for my son as a 3-month-old in between there was the most stressful season of life until I got to the next stressful season and the next, and now this one. And how fun is it? I mean, today, obviously, if someone wasn't with my dad right now and my brother wasn't there at the rehab center and we hadn't had this whole meeting today with all the care staff, I mean, I'm not jeopardizing the care of my father to be here, but I didn't have to be there tonight, so I could be here, and I was excited to be here. And so to me, this has been great emotional, mental health for me for the last 39 years. So when there's tough seasons of life that you're doing everything that you can, but instead of sitting and worrying some more, or stressing some more, I've gotten to serve people through the product. Mary Kay Ash taught me, she said, the best therapy you're going to ever have in your life is going out and helping another person. And we wash faces versus feet. Like, we get to serve women through this product. And when they take their makeup off or they're having conversations, you really get to know them and they know that they're being heard and listened to. And nothing beats them looking in that mirror and going, oh my gosh, like I feel beautiful. And then they get compliments, which maybe they haven't gotten in a long time, because women tend to. I know myself, like if I didn't have this business during tough seasons like this, you don't take care of yourself as a woman. You really pour out to the point that sometimes it is detrimental to your health physically and mentally. And I love what I've seen modeled in Mary Kay is that we serve. We serve with the product, we serve with the opportunity, and that makes you excited then. This becomes a thing that fills you up, so that you have more to pour out with your family and at your jobs. I've known lots of women that have really healthcare. You guys, like, seriously, I can break this. I can make a mistake, put scrub on, have someone put it around their eyes. We're not brain surgeons. No one dies here. There's no critical errors. You can go back and say, you know what, that mask you're not supposed to use around your eyes. So let's try this. I think this is going to work a lot better. I love that it's not a life and death situation. So I have something that fills me up so that when there are life and death situations that we all have to deal with in life, I have enough of me that I don't get past empty and it turns into an autoimmune disease or it turns into a mental health issue. Like, I would get a Mary Kay consultant number and go back through my whole life for just that reason. And that's not why I signed up. I signed up for the 5-carat diamond rings, the all expense paid trips, and, making lots of money. That was my goal back then. Kind of shallow, but that's who I was. That's why I went to business school. This business has been a total transformation for me, inside and out. And now I would do it all over again because it's given me that vehicle to continue learning. But while I'm learning how to be a better human being, I'm doing it through service. Mary Kay was brilliant. She was ahead of her time. And gosh, don't we need it now in this world? People that love people and are doing things for the right reason. And Mary Kay always said, if you help women feel better about themselves and you enrich their lives, which enriches generations to come and changes legacies, you're going to make more money than you know what to do with than Mary Kay. She's been very right. I've experienced that. So my next product is I can't rip it or anything. It's just this is a tube, right?
Yep, it's
this
a
is
tube.
So tube. This is a part of our clinical solutions line. We are one of the first people to come out with this. I think there's only one other line that has it. It's a dynamic wrinkle limiter. And this $58, I'm like dynamic, like that's kind of, we usually wouldn't use adjectives to describe our words. And then after a little research, I realized it's for the dynamic wrinkles that are caused by the muscles in your face being used a lot. So like here could be a dynamic wrinkle. And so this is, people who don't want to use a syringe. I'm a non-syringe girl. There's nothing injected into this face. And so, and it's not bad if that's just my choice. Like if you want to, this is fantastic because it helps elongate that process and again, works with the dynamic wrinkles. But this is a product that it's electric daisy and has all these technical things that it does, but it actually just like if you were using a Botox, it's loosening up those muscles so that they're not as apparent and the wrinkle isn't as deep. And it works. Like it really does work. It is amazing. And again, you could try it. And if you go, it doesn't work, first you got to try it morning and night. You actually have to use it. But if you do that and use skincare, because again, you can't just put this over no skincare. It's like bleaching your teeth and you're not brushing and flossing, right? If you don't see the difference you want to have, return it. But a product like this on the market is hundreds of dollars more. We're way, like our chief scientific officer and Mary Kay's goal is that we are ahead of the curveball. Because we're in 35 plus countries, we can see what's going on with women's needs and wants and technology all over the world. It puts us in a pristine place because we are the leader out there with new products. And this is one of our newest and most technologically advanced.
I like to call that one like a magic eraser for your face. So that's something you would use a thin layer of right before moisturizer. And like Dawn said, any of the wrinkles that you get from having expressions, that's what they soften.
Yep.
It's done an amazing job. Whenever I see, because obviously, and something I always say, like if you're going to use it, take a before picture because you don't realize as it slowly starts helping. In the mirror, you're just critical and judging yourself. But when I see my customers and consultants and people that have used it in person, and I've gone a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks without seeing them, I'm amazed at how different their skin looks. It's absolutely phenomenal. But I'm going to close tonight with my absolute OG favorite Mary Kay product, Ride or Die. Everybody that knows me knows this. I'm obsessed. I cannot get enough of these biocellulose masks. Okay, you guys, this, and again, like Dawn said, Mary Kay's been ahead of the game. I'm not sure. Maybe my phone just listens to me more than it listens to you guys, but I can't open my phone at any point in time without seeing some type of hydrating sheet mask being sold somewhere. And what I will say is Mary Kay's had this for years and years. It's part of Korean beauty. So if anybody's familiar with any K-beauty, Korean beauty, they're like ahead of the game. They're using like 26 products morning and night. They've got glass skin. They do all the things. But what I like about this is a very bougie product, but you can get a 4-pack for $70 instead of maybe $150 or $750 was one that I saw. Yes. Mm-hmm. And what this is it is I don't want to take it out because I'm going to use it after I wash my face tonight. But what this looks like, you guys, and it has directions, and you really just take out the product. It has mesh on both sides that I just heard the tip that since the mesh is in the, biocellulose and it's in all the good coconut water, all of the collagen boosting ingredients, all of the soothing ingredients, the orchid extract, the oat kernel extract, because that helps calm and soothe your skin and tighten your skin and hydrate and give you the glow. All of that stuff. You can use the two little meshy things. People put them on their neck. I just heard that. That's brilliant. But the actual mask sets on your face for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's a great me time. But you could also like multitask. It's not going to fall off your face. You could, clean or do something, but I vote you don't do that and you do me time instead. And it sits on your face and literally you instantly see a reduction of fine lines. I have found that this helps. I have really acne prone skin. And so if I have any issues with breakouts, I use this and I feel like it heals and calms my skin at a way faster pace. It also helps tighten, and you'll see over time a lot more elasticity to your skin. If you want to be really crazy and savage, you could split it in half and just do one side and see the difference. But I like the full face to see the whole thing. But these, you guys, it's $70 for a 4-pack. They're obviously packaged individually, so you could give them as gifts. But if it's $70 for the 4-pack, that means it's $17.50 for a single use mask. And you guys, this is going to make your face feel and look like you just had a high-end facial. It feels and looks that amazing. And it's a great thing to have on hand before a special event. I use it before any special events. It feels great if you're flying anywhere because your skin gets really dry with flying. It's an absolute phenomenal mask. And I think every single person should use it. I've used it since I started my Mary Kay business when it came out and continue using and loving it. I'm going to use it tonight, like I said, but for the value, you can't get any better. And then I just wanted to share, Dawn had shared, she mentioned how our products are always ahead of the game, which is, always nice to know, especially, that's something that is so good about having a Mary Kay beauty consultant. You've got a beauty bestie that has all of this information, access to all of this training. But that's something that if you're thinking of this as an opportunity for you, it's nice to know that you can trust a company that's going to give you all of the products that are easy to sell and bring you customers back over and over and over again for that residual income. But Lucy Gilday is our chief scientific officer that handles all of our amazing products. And she shared this at a recent conference, and it was wild to see. It says, according to Euromonitor International, the beauty and personal care industry generated approximately $569 billion in revenue globally in 2023. That was up 6% from 2022, and they're projecting it to go up even more in this next year. You guys, that's a huge deal because people ask all the time, Alden, what makes Mary Kay different? Or with all of the, other companies doing layoffs or doing crazy things or whatever, why Mary Kay? And I always say Mary Kay Ash, how she started her business as an opportunity first and then chose cosmetics because she knew that if you help a woman change her confidence, you change generations. But our opportunity was created first and then the product was chosen. So we were made to be an opportunity business. So everything that Mary Kay Corporate does is about protecting this opportunity, not to be sold, not to build to sell or get brand recognition and then, go into retail. It was for this opportunity. And Mary Kay Ash is a debt-free, family-owned company. So they get to make a lot different choices because it's a debt-free, family-owned company. And our CEO and president is Ryan Rogers, who's Mary Kay Ash's grandson. So for people that are looking to, have some different choices, invest into something, this is a very safe place to invest, and we have control over it. And nobody can tell us that we can't do this anymore or that it's just closed. And I bet if you guys have been around for, I don't know, any few years, that you have experienced yourself or know somebody who's experienced an immediate job loss, like right away. My husband was one of them. He literally got an email. I was 6 months pregnant. We had just bought our dream house. We were in the middle of a 6-figure, all cash renovation. And he got an email at 6 a.m. on a Friday, March 17th, 2023. And he got an email that said, everybody's gone. And he was the top salesperson for a Detroit-based company. Gone. No packages, no nothing, gone. And you guys, having the stability of a Mary Kay business, there were no tears shed. There was no worry. It was, we got this, because I have invested into a Mary Kay business that can make more money when needed. And I want everybody to have that option and ability, because you get to make very different choices and you get to have a level of peace that, helps your health. And that's what I know Dawn cares a lot about. And I care a lot about, that women know that you can find that and have that within Mary Kay. So Dawn,
Wrap it up, bring it home.
you messed up
Well,
my number, but you're good.
I hope that everyone enjoyed spending this time. I know I enjoyed having to be here. I mean, it's this business continues to be a blessing for women 62 years later. Mary Kay, women need this culture and opportunity as much right now as they did when she started it in the early 60s, to correct things that she saw that she didn't feel were right. And there's still a lot of things that I'm sure you all could say, that's not okay, that's not right. But she gave us a vehicle to be able to make those changes. And this isn't complicated. This doesn't have to be a long, drawn out, decision. You're making a $35 decision that I spent more than that picking up lunch to take to my mom, who's at home while my dad's in the hospital. More than that. And that could give you a consultant number and an opportunity for us to teach you everything you want to know, how to get your customers, all your products, all your Boujee products. They were Boujee at a discount, and then half off is even better. So you get to start to play with all the products, fall in love with all the products, and then allow us to teach you how to take this vehicle to reach what your goals are right now. I have not met any woman that cannot be successful in this. You need to provide the willingness and the coachability. And if you provide the willingness and coachability, I guarantee you that we can teach you how to meet your financial goals, your personal goals, and be plugged into a culture of women that you may not even know how much you need it, because we don't even know what we don't know until we get in. I have seen women do this for a season. I've seen them do it for the long haul. And either way is fine. You're no worse for the wear. Our goal in Mary Kay is that this is an experience that makes you better, financially and personally. And if it's not something you want to stay in, awesome. Just make sure that your customers go to a person that's going to take care of them. And then you take your lessons with you. And maybe this is a stepping stone. Or like myself, maybe this will be where you invest, your work life, and really, realize, gosh, this has been the place where God's made real clear why he made me and how he made me. And I'm so grateful for that. I thought, again, I was risking the $100 that I didn't have in my account to get my initial starter kit. I was risking so much more than that. So I would love to have you share with your consultant, what did you learn product-wise and opportunity-wise? Top product, opportunity. If you ever started a Mary Kay business, what would the reason be? And what would hold you back from $35? Tonight, ask her, or today, whenever you're listening to this, what's my decisive gift? Maybe one of these things will be the gift she gives you for being decisive, getting your consultant number. Because you know what? If I would have thought about it for 24 hours, and if I would have asked my family and friends, I can guarantee you, I probably wouldn't have done this, because I did not get a positive response. And I probably would have chickened out because I was scared. And I look back, it's like I should have been more scared of not doing it than doing it. But fear is false evidence appearing real. So I encourage you, make a decision based on fact and faith. Fact. In fact, you're going to have to get answered by your consultant or her director, because people who have never built a Mary Kay business or have quit or said it didn't work for them can't give you the advice. Because if I was going to do this, I want to talk to someone who's successful, because I'm not planning on quitting and I'm not planning on being unsuccessful. So you talk to someone who's been successful to make your decision on fact and faith, not fear and fiction. And again, we thank you for joining us. We hope if the business is not something for you, be a hostess. That helps your consultant. You get free product. Yeah, maybe you get your foundation for free, get foundation matched. That would be, a great benefit to her and also to you, and a customer, because we need and want and love our customers, because this opportunity means nothing if we're not serving women through the product. So you guys, thank you so much. Again, the same link is a replay. Please share it, spread it on, pass it on, as Mary Kay always asks us to. Have a good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.